Hello everyone, this is Islamiyat More. We are on Adeshola platform where we trust and we talk about travel, culture, entertainment and law. Let's look at tourist and visiting visas to UK. How do you apply for your tourist and visiting visas to UK? What are the documents that you need? How do you book your appointments? And other details that you need to know about your tourist visas to UK. I'm taking the tourist and visiting visas to UK together. Tourist visa is for someone who is just going on your own. It's not like you know someone there that you're visiting. You just want to visit places of importance in UK. Then the visiting visa is for persons who are visiting families, friends, or anyone that you know in the UK. You're visiting them for just a little period of time. You'll be granted maybe like a 6-month visa to visit your loved ones. Now, what are the criteria? What are the documents that you need? If you are visiting someone, definitely you need a letter of invitation from that person. The person that's giving you a letter of invitation, if the person is also going to take care of your accommodation and certain other things while you're there, the person must be able to prove that they are able to do that. They must be able to show that they have enough accommodation for you. They must be able to show that they have enough money to be able to take care of you. They must be able to show that they are working, not that someone that's under government care would be applying for you to come and visit them. No. If you are visiting someone and the person is unable to take care of you, if you have enough money, if you have enough funds to take care of yourself, fine. All you need to do is to prove the fact that you can take care of yourself. But if you're a tourist, you need to be able to show that you can fund your vacation. You need to be able to show that you'll be able to take care of your feeding, you'll be able to take care of your accommodation, the places you're going to visit, your transports, you want to purchase some things. You need to be able to show that all the expenses that you're going to incur over there, you'll be comfortable while you take care of those things. It's not like you're going to use the last money in your account to travel and you will not be able to take care of the dependents that you have at home. So those are part of the things that the officers look at before your visa is granted. Like I always say, for any visa that you are applying for any country that you want to travel to, most of this country wants you to show that you have good ties back in your country. That is, if you travel to their country for a little period of time that you said you are traveling, you go to their country for whatever you said you are going there for. Do not go there for something else. Do not go there to stay back. Go there for a little period of time that you said you're traveling for, if you're a tourist or if you're visiting. Go there for that little period of time and return back to your country. So how are you going to show to them that you're going to return back to your country? Your ties back home. Your ties back home could be economic ties, it could be social ties, it could be any form of ties. Meaning, are you married? Are you someone that's financially sound? It could be your financial ties. It could be, do you have a business that you are running? Do you have a good job if you don't have a business that you are running? Those are the things that you have to look at before you apply for the visa. And those are definitely the things that they look at, the visa officers look at before your visa is granted. If you are someone that has properties, you need to show your properties. That's also show your economic ties. If you have someone that has your own business, you have to be able to show your documents of business registration. But if you don't have your own business, if you are working for someone or you are working for a company, you must be able to show your letter of appointment, the details of what you do for the company, introduction letter from that company, your leave approval if you're going on leave, your pay slip, your statement of account, 6-month statement of account. You have to be a taxpayer, your tax ID, your work ID or your personal whatever ID that you have to put it in the document. You need to show your utility bills in your country. You must have a passport that is still valid for at least 6 months, nothing less than 6 months, because your visa is going to be 6 months. So it's advisable that you don't have anything less than 6 months on your visa, on your passport before it expires. Whatever documents you are putting in, you remember that there are some documents that you understand. The fact that you are the one that holds those documents and you understand what those documents are does not mean that they also actually understand. It also depends on the person that is taking care of your application. You must have a cover letter. I'm going to emphasize on the cover letter. You must have a cover letter. In that cover letter, that's where you introduce yourself, what you do, who you are, who you are at home, what you're going to do over there, why you want to go to UK, how long you're going to stay there, how long when you're going to be back. Are you a tourist? Have you booked your hotel? Do you have a flight reservation? All this information, most especially about yourself, your ties back home, the funds that you're able to use. If you're able to fund yourself, everything, let it be in your cover letter. Let that cover letter speak for you and convince that person that this person is such a person that you should grant your country visa. Then once you are sure that you have all these documents, what are you waiting for? Apply for your visa. Go to www.gov.uk to apply for your UK visa. Apply as a user on the portal. The type of visa that you are applying for is also important. If you are traveling as a visitor or you are traveling as a tourist, that's a standard visa. And fill your application online. We're going to talk about how to fill your UK visa in a subsequent video. After filling your application online, make a payment of your application fee. So the standard visitor visa is £95. You can pay online. After payment online, you'll be directed to TLS Contact Portal. TLS Contact is like an agent to UK government that help in the visa processing. They are the ones that will take your documents and scan your documents and send to the UK Home Office. They are the ones that will take your biometric and send. When you book your appointment with TLS Contact, you can then opt to either self-service or assisted service in the submission of your documents. If you decide that you're submitting the documents yourself, be careful and make sure that you scan and upload the documents as required. But if you are not doing it yourself, if you want it to be done for you at TLS, that means you're going to pay additional fee. I think in Naira in Nigeria it should be around 11,000 Naira or thereabouts. After booking your appointment, all you need to do is to wait for the day of your appointment and make sure that you take all the necessary documents to your appointment. Do not go late. It's not like the US Embassy. When you're going to US Embassy, if you get there late, you are going to pay an extra fee. Or you miss your appointment for the day, you have to rebook your appointment. That is it with the UK. They keep to time a lot. Make sure you get there ahead of time. At the gate, you're going to show your documents, your receipt of payments for the visa, acknowledgement of uploading your documents. If you've uploaded your documents, that's confirmation of receipt of your documents. You'll be allowed in. So when you get in, you go from counter to counter. They will direct you. You meet officers that will direct you on what to do. Just follow the direction. Your documents will be taken. And another thing that I would like to tell you, when you're taking your documents, make sure you do not clip your documents. Don't clip those documents because they are going to take those documents, they are going to scan them one after the other. And make sure that you don't fold them. Let all the documents be clear. Let them be in a form that it will be easy to scan and send over there. Most in A4 format and all that. You don't bring big, huge documents. Then in your best look, they'll take your biometric, you sign, and that's basically it. Unlike the US visa application, the UK visa application does not require any personal interview. Those people that you are going to meet at TLS that day, they are not even direct staff to UK Home Office. They are just like an agent, like an organization on their own that is doing this biometric and all those visa documentation for UK. And they are also doing it for some other countries like that. Now, let me tell you something. Unlike the US visa, UK visas, you don't get to be interviewed. You don't get to defend yourself. You don't get to be spontaneous. You don't get to study the officer that's going to interview you. All your documents will speak for you. So it's unlike the US visa where you don't have to take a lot of documents, or you hear that, oh, they don't ask for documents like that. For UK visa, take all the documents. If you are married, marriage is part of your ties. If you are married, take your family pictures, something to show that your marriage certificate, everything to show that you are married. Put it there. No, do not take away any documents. Do not feel like, oh, do not think that, oh, a particular document is not relevant. Any document that can show to them that you are someone that's very important in your country, that you cannot afford to leave your country and go and stay in their country. Any document that can show that you're not a criminal. Any document that can show that you have enough money to be able to sustain yourself. That even if you go to their country, you are going to generate some money for them because you're going to buy things, you're going to invest, you're going to do this. Oh, those are the kind of people that they want. So it's important that you put enough documents together to show who you are, to show your relationship with your country, to show that if you travel over there, you're going to come back and you can afford whatever expenses in the UK. So how long would it take to process your visa? It will take approximately about 3 weeks to process your visa. Sometimes it may take longer than 3 weeks to process these visas, because if they have to find out about certain other things, they need to make some clarification and all that, it may take more time. Or maybe like during the coronavirus, where you have where you don't have normal work hours, you know, it may the time may vary. But when your visa is ready for you to pick up, you would get a notification via SMS or via email. That's if you opt to pick up your visa yourself. But if you opt that you want a courier service, it will be sent to you. You also get a notification via email or SMS. Now, what happens when you're being granted the visa? Remember, the standard visiting visa or tourist visa to UK is always is a 6-month visa. Keep your visa very well and ensure that the visa does not expire. Some people keep the visa till when it's like 3 weeks to the expiration of the visa before they travel. No, that's not okay. Make sure that you travel right on time and you get back right on time. Now, what are the things that you're also likely going to experience and that you need to be careful about? When you get to the UK border, immediately you come out of the plane, when you get to the UK border, you have to be on a queue. You see those that are citizens, they are on one side, and those that are non-citizens, they are on one side. Now you be on a queue and the officers will start to check you in one after the other. Remember your application. Remember the information that you already put in your application. You may be questioned about this at the border. For instance, the officer at the border may want to know if you have enough money to spend. The officer may want to know about your hotel reservation. If you're a tourist and you said you reserve hotel, we want to know about your hotel reservation. The officer may even go to the extent of having to call the hotel to know if you actually truly have a reservation. The person that you said you are visiting, they may actually call the person to find out if that person is expecting you. Do not lay back and just feel that, oh, I already have this visa and I'm going in there. No, you cannot lay back until you step your feet outside the airport and you are already into the country. Then you know that, okay, I'm already in UK. So make sure that your money is still in your account. Make sure that you do not cancel your hotel booking. Make sure that the flight that you booked to get back to your country is intact. Make sure that every other thing is intact. Do not put documents that are not supposed to be with you. Know the limits of the money that you're supposed to carry while traveling. And be careful with your properties. Be careful when you're taking things from people. Like some people, when they get to know that you are traveling, some people when they are traveling, they get to tell everybody, oh, I'm going to London, I'm traveling. And you start seeing people saying, oh, help me take this, help me take this, help me take that. Be careful, because you never can tell. The items that you are taking may be contraband in UK. If you have a lot of money that you want to spend over there, the best way to carry your money is to have it on your card. Maybe your Visa or your MasterCard, whichever one. And for someone who wants to travel, I'm going to talk about how you can book hotel reservation in UK. What are the causes of UK visa denial, or why some people will be granted visa, will be issued visa, but when they get to the border and they are sent back? Let's quickly look at those reasons. Insufficient fund in your accounts. When you tell lies. There are certain lies that you don't have to tell. Like if you ask a simple question as like, do you know anybody in UK? Do you have any family in that country? And you say you don't have any family in that country. And maybe for one reason or the other, at the border, they check your phone and they see you communicating with someone in UK. You have given a false information that will make them feel like, why did you give this kind of false information? When you don't have a good ties back home, when you don't have intention to return to your country, for one way or the other, if you have shown intention not to return to your country, or if you have shown intention to do something other than what you said you'll be doing in UK, that may lead to denial or one being sent back at the border. Insufficient documents, that can also affect you. Just like I said earlier on, your document speaks for you. If you say you have properties in your country, what are your title documents? Please submit your title documents along. If you say you have family, pictures of your family, your wedding, your marriage certificates, it's not too much for you to hide, because you want to convince this person that I have ties. I don't have anything to go and sit in your country for. I'm coming back. So that is it, guys. Thank you for listening. Do not forget to subscribe, turn on that notification bell, share my videos to your friends or anyone that you know may be interested in my contents. All right, guys. Thank you.